on pipelines and then them log puts from sun up till it fades. Shoot our guns and stand for our flag, 'cause that's how we were raised. We don't back down, we don't start no trouble, but if it comes, brother, we ain't running away. Raised in the Bible.
Hey, Kelly G. Pigeon, Channel 5 Live Worldwide. We are here at the Speaker's Corner, Nick Torres, and we've got about 7 California GOP governor candidates. Hey, there's Kobe. We got Kobe. We got David Sharper. Hey, Michael, how are you, buddy? We got a couple of and Daniel Mercury, Leo Zaki. We're going to be starting here in a little bit. They're going to have a little debate, little chat. We had them all down for the showdown in San Diego recently. 13 of the candidates. Sheriff Bianco never shows up. He thinks he's got it in the bag. Him or Steve Hilton, they don't. We hope to get behind someone who's MAGA, who we can all support, who's a team player. Speaking of team players, a gentleman I've known for a long time here in Orange County, running for Congress, Michael Boucher. Come on in. How are you, Michael? Good to see you, buddy. Didn't he look good? We used to work out at the gym together. He saw me. He goes, I know that guy.
Yeah, but he's got a lot better muscles than I've got.
Well, I just went, in fact, last weekend at the USC versus Iowa homecoming game. I graduated USC and I was born in Iowa City, so it was quite a full circle.
So you went back to the World Game?
Oh, it was here. It was in the Coliseum. And we celebrated the 25th anniversary of my 40th birthday that day also. So, but it was a lot of fun. Michael, tell us about what you're doing in Congress. You run for Congress, what district, and all that.
I'm running for Congress here in the 47th district, the new 47th district, which now encompasses all of Laguna Beach, Irvine, about a third to a half of Tustin, parts of Lake Forest, El Toro, third of Mission Viejo, all of the Laguna Woods, Laguna Miguel, Dana Point, and Capistrano Beach. So I've lived and worked in this district for 50 years, and I'm proud to run now for Congress here and represent this district on behalf of the Constitution and the American people.
You heard it here from the man. I've known him a long time. I'll be voting for him too. Michael Maxenti for Congress. Kelly J. Patriot will be going here in a little bit from the Speaker's Corner. California governor candidate. See what you think. God bless you. God bless America. You can hear me. You can see me. Your parents chose life.
Okay, Kelly. Good.
Thanks, Lam. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Michael. Good to see you, buddy. God bless you.
Is there a way I can get a link to that when you show it?
Yeah, I will put on YouTube.
It will not be on ESPN.
Hello. Hello. 627. Hello.
How are you?
Wow. Hello. Hey.
How are you?
Good. Excellent.
Good guy.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, my friends.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
Hello.
Our champion.
Yeah. My best friend right here.
You're going to bring people around to carry it with you.
See, Lamb.
You're right. Man. Hey, how are you?
Good. Good.
Nice to see you. Thanks.
Yeah, good to see you.
Hi, so good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, good to see you.
I'm glad you're here.
Hi.
Yay. Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Same here, same here. I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
Where's Kelly?
Yeah, he's parking. Hello. Good. Is Ryan will be here today?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would think he would. You know. There you go, Larry.
Good. Yes. Most of it, Hunter. Yes. Yes. I love it.
What size shirt are you?
Medium.
Medium? All right, I'll bring one sometime for you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
It's pretty sweet for Nick, dude. Getting these people in a room like this.
You know Leo?
Leo? No. I never heard of him. Who is he?
He's a candidate.
Candidate?
Yeah.
Does he like juice?
Yeah. Candidate.
Wait, this guy?
This guy,
He's
yeah.
like the youngest candidate. Max, don't forget, you gotta go get your picture and shut it down, lady.
I already got one. I'm gonna get another.
You gotta get another.
We'll get one when the night ends. I'm gonna ask you for a kiss on the cheek.
You know the group Proud Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, they're pretty.
I met them on January 6, 2021 in DC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I met the group leader.
Oh,
Later, he arrested by Biden.
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't met them, but I met NSC over in New England.
Yeah. And there was a black guy who organized Stop the Steal, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I met him over there also.
Nice.
Met a lot of people.
A lot of good boys.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that guy online, Daniel Mercury.
Oh.
I've seen him there too.
Hey, my friend.
Good, how are you, brother?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. Hey, my friend.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, good to see you again.
Where's Cecilia?
Yeah.
She go out to the car? Where's Cecilia?
I saw her lately, about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, did you? She was there?
Yeah.
Oh, she's right here. I didn't recognize her with that long hair.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she has her hair.
I guess I AFK'd.
He looking for you. That I thought, yeah.
We work together. The family that plays together stays together.
Yes.
Hey! How are you?
Excellent.
Good.
Nice to see you guys.
Nice
again.
to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, oh, excuse me. Yeah. So that's going to be great. Yeah, we got to, support these candidates.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
They were all kind of cringe too, to be honest.
Hello, sir.
We've met before. You look
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
Did we meet up in Garden Grove?
Yes, also, yeah.
So what are you doing all the way down here? You're working with the Vietnamese TV?
No, I do for myself. I have my own channel.
Very good. Very good. You know, I'm running for Congress
Yes.
in the 47th district, which is this district right here.
Yeah.
If you want, just give me
I'd love to have you come and interview me.
It's really good.
Let's get the word
That's
out.
all you have to do. I'm running for assembly. So all you have to do is just pay for a plane, which is 25%.
Okay.
Give me a holler.
Okay.
Give me an interview.
All right. Thank you.
You have a card?
No, I don't have. I just do for fun.
All right. Okay.
Okay. See you later.
Take care.
Okay. Oh,
tonight, so thank you. And then also a round of applause for Nadim El Tamimi, a member of the Speaker's Corner right over there. Also helped set it up. So thank you. So I wanted to thank everyone, and we're going to get into the event, but before we do, I'm not trying to, we all waited long enough. I just wanted to say, prior to starting, I think, with Thanksgiving coming up, it's time probably to take stock and think about what we should be thankful for. This has been such a traumatic year, I think, in many respects for conservatives. And I think I would be remiss not to mention the death of Charlie Kirk just a short couple months ago. So if we could just get a real quick chant going, get the energy going. Say his name, Charlie Kirk. 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 Thank you guys. And finally, one last thing I want to say to you before we get started. I want to say we have to give thanks for having, I think, my favorite president, I think the greatest president in modern American history, Donald J. Trump in the White House. Thank you. And, he is going to lead us. I've seen a lot of people being negative. I've seen a lot of people being pessimistic, but fear not. We have the best man possible in the White House, and 2026 is going to be a great year for conservatives, okay? So count on that. And before we get started, real quick, just another chant. Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight! Thank you very much. All right, so first candidate coming onto the stage, all the way from Bakersfield, California. Big round of applause for Kobe Marco!
Kobe!
The next candidate. He's been on the circuit for quite some time. He's a Navy veteran. Welcome to the stage, Daniel Mercury. We have another veteran joining us this evening, and previously a congressional candidate. Please welcome to the stage, David Serpa. The next candidate we have coming to the stage is a South Orange County local and a nuclear scientist. Please welcome to the stage, Greta Solorzano. Next up, we have Jim Athens. Big round of applause for Jim. Following Jim, we have another guy who's been on the circuit for quite some time, entrepreneur Leo Zaki. All right, another longtime California Republican. He's been in the party for quite some time. Let's give it a round of applause for Mark Anthony Isles. Next man coming to the stage is the CEO of Breaking Barriers United and a former police officer, Ryan Tillman. And last but not least, we just became acquainted with him recently. Welcome to the stage, South County's own, Tim Mahan. And we're going to be starting here in a moment, just to let you guys know how the rules will work. So our candidates have chosen a pre-selected group of questions. Each candidate on stage, they're going to choose probably about 3 candidates per question. Each candidate will get 2 minutes to answer. In that time, if any of the 3 candidates heard something that they didn't like after everyone's answering, there will be a minute-long rebuttal, and then a person can respond to the rebuttal. This is a debate. That's how it will work, okay? So just to make sure, we have 9 candidates on stage. There will be 3 candidates who receive 1 question. We'll move on to the next block of 3. They will receive the next, and so on and so forth until we reach the hour mark, which then we will have the open question Q&A, which is something we're offering here. So if you're in the audience or anything like that, you'd like to ask these candidates your questions, that's what we do at the Speaker's Corner. We emphasize audience participation. You will have a chance to do that because our candidates are supposed to be able to speak on their feet and speak extemporaneously, correct? Thank you. So with that being said, I will remove myself from the stage, and you can to give your good attention to these people. I will be down there as the timekeeper, and thank you guys for participating this evening. Stand at the podium. Yeah, stand at the podium. Yeah, oh yes, sorry. So each of you are actually going to give, apologies guys, opening statements. So you guys each get a minute each for your opening statement, okay? So we'll start down here with Kobe. Feel free to go and give us go ahead. Who's our time, please? I'm keeping it right now. I'm going to say you for a minute. And go.
Hi. Check.
It should be on.
Hi, Kobe J. Markham. I'm a California government candidate. I'm interested in
helping have school choice in California. We need to protect children. My number one priority is secure elections. Because when we're in a bad situation like we are now, there's no way for us to vote ourselves out of that situation. Also, I want to thank Nick for being here and for organizing this. Everybody give him a round of applause. Thank you for not waiting on the California GOP to do their job. Let's keep marching forward and do our best. God bless. And you can find my website, kobejmarkham.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Kobe. Guys, make sure your mic's on. If you need to turn it. All right. And Daniel, you have a minute.
Thank you. Daniel Mercury. I've been campaigning now for about 6 years. Started back with running for Congress, and then I realized that really the core problem was really the corruption in our government here, right? I think most of us know this, and I realized that we have a lot of candidates, and of course we've seen throughout the years that everybody's pining to wear the crown of leadership, but nobody's pining to wear the shoes of servanthood. So when people ask me, are you going to lead us? No, I'm not. I'm going to serve you. When people say, you got to fight for my civil rights, well, that's a bit of a Marxist statement because constitutionally, you have unalienable rights. So I'm going to be fighting for your unalienable rights because they're God-given endowments that can't be taken away and they can't be contracted away. So we have this sort of fallacy thinking that legislation, that if it's passed, well, then it must be law. But that's not true. It's falsely operating in the color of law. And there's no accountability. And I define accountability when people who purposely turn their backs on the constituents that they swore to protect to imprison. If you don't do that, what's the point? We can stand up here and we can talk about all the wonderful things that we want to do for, child sex trafficking. We can talk about homeless and all these wonderful things we can do about being businesses back. But at the end of the day, it's prison.
Amen. Yes.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. My name is David Serpa. I'm a United States Marine Corps combat veteran. I'm a business owner. And I wrote a couple of books called Common Sense for California, A Guide to the New Revolution. I am a nationalist running as a Republican in this race. I believe in putting Americans first, putting America first, America only, not spending a single dollar on foreign aid in Ukraine and Israel and Iran. It's time to be unapologetically America first. It's time to be unapologetically California first. We have a lot of the answers here in California. We need to stop waiting for the rest of the world's permission and the rest of the country's permission to act. It's time that we prioritize our tech, our farming, our education system, and everything else that California is used to leading the world, feeding the world, and entertaining the world, and we can continue to do that again.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I am not a typical politician. I am a scientist with 30 years of experience in the infrastructure energy development. I am here because I know how to solve problems. I have been doing it for 30 years. I find real solutions for real problems within budget, which is key. My goal here as a moderate Republican, I am not extremist to the right or extremist to the left. I am here to bring Republicans and Democrats together to make California affordable again. And we're going to do that by taking care of our infrastructure. We're going to bring revenues back into California, and we're going to bring national security by taking care of our water infrastructure, our energy infrastructure, and our grid, which are under attack at the present time. Our legislation does not allow us to take care of our infrastructure. I want to take care of it for you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jim Athens. Is this on?
No.
No. Okay. Jim Athens. I'm in this contest. I mean, this may sound cliche, but I'm in this contest to make a difference. I'm in this contest because I care. I think that California and this nation is a little farther along as far as how far we've declined. I read once that California, places like Los Angeles, are basically in a state of controlled anarchy. I live in Los Angeles. I totally agree. So I think it's time that we get serious about all these problems. I have a unique perspective as a realtor and a developer, and I have a prosperity zones, which is kind of like opportunity zones on steroids, and I'm going to bring fresh energy to kind of rebuild our economy.
Thank you, Jim.
Can you hear me?
No.
No.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Sorry.
Where?
There it is.
It's back.
Can you hear me?
No.
Maybe
Use a regular mic.
All right. This will tell like somewhere. Go. Sit down.
Show off.
1 second. Do
Time.
All right. Start the clock. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Leo Zaki, and for you guys who recognize that last name, I hope you do. That's Zaki Farm Zaki, one of the same. My great-grandparents came to California 120 years ago and established Zaki Farms back in 1928, and I got to be a part of that amazing poultry empire, but we got destroyed by California's poor policies. And I was the vice president of the company. I earned that title. I worked my way up to get that position. I was also a board member for the California Poultry Federation, so I'd go to DC and Sacramento, meet with all our elected politicians and bureaucrats. I quickly discovered how very stupid and little they care about you. And that was a big eye-opener. And so after the 2020 election went down and we lost our business, I said, something's got to change and we need to start at the top. And that's why I decided to get in the race. And so I've developed solutions here for California to make us a robust state for business, to empower people, give them their independence back, and most importantly, make the state function for everybody. And so we have to build this concept of Team California, where the leadership is working for all the people, not just specific parties, and I'm ready to work with that.
Hi, my name is Mark Anthony House. I'm a native Californian, small business owner. Business is my background. I intend to be your next governor. This election is not about partisan party politics, nor should we make it about partisan politics. This election is about good and evil, about strength versus weakness. It's about restoring the values that built this great state: God, country, and family. For too long, Californians have been divided by labels, failed by weak leadership. It's time to bring together people, Republicans, Democrats, and those that choose not to establish a party. We need to circle around the things that we all share: faith, hard work, love of family. We will fix education by putting principals back in control of their schools, teachers back in control of their classrooms. We will.
Time.
Good evening, my name is Ryan Stillman. I'm born and raised here in California. I love this place. Nobody ever leaves this place because it's an ugly state. But growing up, I grew up without liking law enforcement. I couldn't stand law enforcement. When I got older and got married to my beautiful wife and had 3 beautiful kids, I ended up becoming a police officer, something that I despise the most. And in my role as a police officer, I got to understand the what, the why, and the how of what we do and why we do it. I got rid of the manipulation that I had and started realizing that we need public safety. And being an officer, I got to see firsthand what was going on and why we were struggling as Californians, and that's what drove me into this election. Me and my wife almost moved to Texas because we can't stand the state of affairs that's going on here. So I made my promise. I said, instead of leaving this state like so many have, I'm choosing to fight for this state. I believe that we can go back to the California that we all believe in, and I believe that the best days of California are way ahead of us. We have to learn how to bridge that gap, go to the left, go to the right, and win the state back together. My name is Ryan Tillman, a word for Governor. Thank you.
How you guys doing? My name is Tim Mahan, and when I was 18 years old, this guy came up to me and he said, "Are you going to join the military?" I told him no. He said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm going to start my own business." And then he said, "If you're going to start your own business and you're not going to go into the military, you may not serve now, but you'll serve later." I didn't know what he meant by that. And then, over the course of 30 years plus in business, I now know what he was talking about. You see, in order for anybody to be qualified to become governor of California, you have to have experience in life. You have to have done, and I've done a lot. My background is in contracting. I'm a general contractor, and my specialty is getting people together to get things done. So my whole plan is going to be based on lowering the cost of living, raising the quality of life, and it's going to be strongly. Thank you.
Yeah, so just you guys let you know how the rounds are going to work. So our debate moderators, they're going to choose a question, and they're going to choose 3 of the people on stage. Each of the members will have 2 minutes each to answer the questions. Once we've been through the 3 selected for that round, there will then be a chance for rebuttals among the 3 participants. Each participant has 1 rebuttal for the entire debate, and rebuttals will be 2 minutes towards the person being rebutted, and then they'll have a chance to respond, okay? Make sense? Yeah. Thank you. So,
Yep. Let's start with these 3 right here. The question is, many citizens, including Donald Trump, believe the 2020 election was rigged and that the Voters' Choice Act was used as a tool to accomplish it. Do you agree with this concern? What would you do as governor to restore trust in our election process? Sir?
I don't have any comments on the Trump election, whether it was stolen or not stolen. I haven't seen any of that data, so I'm not going to speculate on it. Some things that we can do here in California to help our elections is we're working to make it so that each county can manage their own elections. Right now, the voter rolls are managed at the state level, and they have access to the databases, and that is causing problems. We have 58 counties. We need 58 counties with each one managing their own elections. I'd also like to have us do paper ballots that are serialized with one-day voting and voter ID required. Thank you.
Daniel, you got 2 minutes?
I have 2 minutes. Oh, yes, 2 minutes. And I'm starting my own clock too, so I can watch it. Yes, first I looked at the data. So, without a doubt, the 2020 was 100% rigged and stolen. Yeah. Top 50 here in the state of California that was also rigged.
Come on!
Let's also look at the fact that when we talk about voter integrity, yes, we have a big problem here with a lot of illegal aliens voting that are claimed that they're supposed to be part of our community. They are not. This is designed to inflate the voter roll. And in my administration, one, we're going to ensure that if you're illegal, you don't get to vote. Yeah. Number 2, yeah, we're going to have voter ID. But one of the things that I think is also key is that we need to purge the voter rolls yearly. Amen. Yes. And this is a huge importance because dead people can't come and be registered. Well, illegal aliens aren't going to make their presence known. People who moved out aren't going to get a ballot. And of course, this ensures that if you want to participate in your government, you're going to re-register. And if you don't, you have nothing to say. Sit down and do not talk. Because other people who love this California, who love this country, are going to participate, and they will make the effort to actually ensure that they're going to re-register. We also have a problem with chain of custody. We have a problem with people not actually ensuring that we have enough poll watching, and we need to involve our military and our local sheriffs to ensure that we are making sure that our ballots are counted properly. a few things that we're going to take care of here to reinstitute our faith back into voting, and we're going to make sure we get rid of the machines. There's not going to be any more machines. We can maybe incorporate some blockchain technology, but it still needs to be associated with paper ballots. And there's a way to do this. There's a way to mitigate all of this, but we have to enshrine these protocols across the state, because as a candidate, here's the thing. Every county does it slightly differently, and they're not supposed to, yet they do. And this is a problem because it allows for some type of stealing or rigging of some kind when it comes to our elections or propositions or referenda. We need to enshrine this properly so that every vote is counted.
It would be easy to get up and get an applause line to say that the elections were stolen, but I'm going to tell you that when Republicans don't deliver, voters don't show up and vote for Republicans. After COVID-19 happened and all of the lockdowns happened, American people were frustrated that their businesses were shut down, they were frustrated that their schools were shut down, and because of that they didn't show up to vote. The COVID response was rough. The fact that the deficit continued to balloon under President Trump in his first term, and again here in his second term, is a problem. The fact that foreign spending has continued to be a problem. The fact that we cut $4 billion from SNAP when we have 40 million people, 10% of this country is collecting SNAP benefits. That tells me that there's something fundamentally wrong with the way that our country is structured right now. And 17 million of those recipients are children. And if we're going to cut $4 billion from SNAP, don't send $40 billion to Argentina. Don't send $40 billion to Israel. Don't send $40 billion to Iran. America first, America only. What we should be doing is, instead of looking to move our elections in the past, we should say California is a technology state. We've always led the country in technology. So why are we going into the past with paper ballots and smoke signals and cave paintings? Instead, what we should be doing is getting people to vote on a blockchain, on an app, on their phone, instantaneously, tracking it the same way that we do your money in the stock market. Because if you show up for the people will show up for you. And if we get the Secretary of State's office in control, then veterans will be able to identify as veterans on the ballot. We'll be able to clean the voter rolls, like Mr. Mercury was saying, and we'll stop being in a situation where 3% of all ballots in the state of California have to be cured. So we need to clean up the voter rolls, we need to move our technology and our elections into the future, and we need to get government on an app. So it's not $800 to register your car, it's 80 cents in the palm of your hand.
All right. Question, among you three, is there anyone who'd like to rebut anything they heard or anything they said?
And that's our only rebuttal for the night.
For the night, yes. We have to do two.
I like these guys too much. We'll save
I completely disagree with all of them. I'm just kidding. No, I have nothing.
Nothing? All right, so we're going to move on now to Brenda, Dan, and Leo, and Agnes is going to ask a question.
I want to wish each one of you good luck on your run. In your capacity as governor, if elected, what measures would you take to address the concerns of many California residents regarding the integrity of our elections in the state of California?
Okay, I'll go for that one. One of the things that we're working, the candidates and I got together a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things that we did is we had a meeting with Dr. Frank. He is one of those that have spent the last 7 or 8 years looking at the register. And one of the things that he has shown is that there is some phantom votes, meaning there is a number of people registered and there is more than the number of people registered that actually shows up to vote. However, after that meeting, I went back and I did some research. And there is a guy with the name Mr. Henderson. And one of the things that he does, he refutes that, and he says that it was a discrepancy in the databases. At this point, there hasn't been any institution or any court at all that actually supports that those phantom ballots exist. So at this point, I have to say that what I will do as a governor of California is I will work with the state, with the Secretary of State of California, because the governor does not have the right to dictate how we're going to do the election. However, the Secretary of State does have the right to dictate that. So I will work with that Secretary of State, and I will make sure that we do go a little bit back, even though we are a technology center, I will go a little bit back until we can return trust in our election. And I will do that by recommending to eliminate the machines and eliminating the mail-in ballots that you don't need. I will only keep it strictly to the ones for the veterans and the hospitals that are requiring people with disability. Other than that, I will definitely go back to basics because we need to return the trust and we need to stop thinking that we have a stolen election.
Okay. So, honestly, short of just me repeating exactly what they said, honestly, as governor, I tell you, I'd be on top of any election fraud. I can tell you that. And but I can tell you, my campaign is more about you know, what to do with the homeless. We're gonna pay attention to that stuff. I can repeat it. I can cite verbatim what they said. But what to do with the homeless? What to do with crime? What to do with illegal immigration? I have a pro-life pledge that I'm trying to get all the candidates, and you guys can sign it too, that says we're going to make whatever decisions we make for life in the Republican Party. Do you want me to rehearse their answers? Can I be candid? It's going to be the same thing. We're going to do the same exact thing that they're talking about. So why are we going down the road with the same stuff? So I also have some fresh ideas for building the economy. I have a prosperity zone initiative that's kind of like opportunity zones on steroids, in which you transplant an economy. These are things I want to talk about. So, at the risk of getting frustrated with this whole thing, I don't want to answer that question. We're going to do our best with that. But there's bigger things at stake right now. We're going to do our very best. We're going to get good men, top men on these subjects, and we're going to aggressively attack it like good conservatives are going to attack it. So that's my answer there. I'm glad to talk about anything you want to talk about.
Okay. So the question is about restoring trust, correct? So I mean, we know that there's a problem in the election system, and we've all been discussing it. We know we need to have same day, in-person voting with voter ID. These are all basic things that we have to have. And yes, we do need a Secretary of State to make that actually go through. As governor, I will advocate very strongly for all those things, but I've already been working with people who can help make secure paper ballots. A very good friend of mine out of Nevada, Jim Marchand, who ran for Senate there, he's developed a fantastic ballot. It's got 26 different security measures into it, clay into the paper, specific paper, all this stuff. They get it made from a company that produces currency for other third world nations. There's all this technology and hardware stuff that we can actually implement. Obviously, the voter rolls are hyperinflated. We know that's a big problem. We know the machines are full of holes. We know that they say they're not connected to the internet, but of course they're connected to the internet. We've seen all these issues, and we have to make single day in-person voting a thing. No more unsolicited mail-in ballots, but it takes a lot of team effort to make this happen. As it's alluded, we can't just do it on our own. But the people being properly informed can help push that. We can get these as ballot measures to help push this forward to make sure that the legislature gets this into place and gets it onto the desk of people like the Secretary of State. There's a lot of things that can be done. Obviously, purging the voter rolls, archiving the voter rolls, auditing them. We have to do this. And I know a lot of people have feelings about the 2020 election. There's no doubt that there was problems all around the country. We should hold an audit about what happened on that election. That information is still there. They're supposed to hold those ballots for 10 years. We need to look into it. People want answers. It's about creating trust again. We have to have transparency in government. And when I talk about transparency, we need to have that across all levels. I want people to be able to go to a website that actually works, where you can look up the budgets of all these different agencies and entities within the state and just interact with an AI that can pull it up for you. You want to know what a sheriff's department's spending? You want to know what your county's doing? Easy to find. There you go. Yeah.
going to do Mark, Ryan, and Tim on this round.
Very good. California's homeless crisis is one of the worst in the country. What would be your solution as governor to fix this ongoing crisis?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. California's homelessness crisis is one of the worst in the country. What would be your solution as governor to fix this ongoing crisis?
First of all, as governor, I will provide proactive, aggressive leadership. The homeless problem in California is so out of hand is because we have counties and cities working individually. Nobody's working together. What we need is a macro plan. We need to interact with the legal system in the city of Los Angeles and other cities that have collected taxpayers' money through initiatives on the ballot. They've misused the funds, and we've spent what? Close to $15, $20 billion? $22 billion, and the problem has gotten nothing but worse. That is the absence of leadership. What we need is facilities, 3, 4, 5, throughout the state of California. Those facilities need to be run by the institutions, the private institutions that have done this for years successfully, like the Los Angeles Mission. They've been successful, period. They have restored lives. Why is government trying to do this? We can't do it. We cannot do it. It's not our job. It is not the job of the state legislator, the governor's office, the Senate, to manage how people live and don't live. That is not our job. We are a macro thinking organization. Homelessness is a micro problem, and we need micro solutions. And those solutions are going to come from the organizations that have already had a 10, 15, 20-year proven track record. Why are they not involved? That is the tragedy. That's a bigger tragedy than homelessness. Homelessness, 60%, 70% is about mental illness. We know that to be a fact.
Time.
So my role as a police officer, I got to work in the quality of life unit for about 2 years, which specifically dealt with the homeless. And in my first 3 months, I was like, hey, I'm going to go into this role and I'm going to make sure that we don't have a homeless person on the street. Well, guess what? 3 months later, we still had more. I started realizing that the $22 billion that was spent by California to combat homelessness was all fraud. It was all the money that went by the wayside and nobody knew where the money was going. What people were doing is they were starting homeless organizations to fight homelessness, but yet nobody actually got that money audited to where it went. So what we have to do first and foremost is we have to get rid of all of the unnecessary spending that's going towards homelessness. The other thing that we have to do is we have to identify what actually causes homelessness in the first place. One of the top reasons is mental illness. But what causes mental illness? Drug addiction. How do we get rid of drug addiction? It's being tough on crime again. We have to go back on being tough on crime. We have to make it unacceptable for people to utilize drugs, especially in a public place. And when you start curbing the drug problem, you start to curb the mental illness problem. The other thing that we have to do is we have to improve our economy. Our economy is in shambles, and because it's in shambles, people start resorting to utilizing drugs, and people start getting into domestic violence issues in the house, which makes people become more homeless. So as governor, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure we get to the root of the problem and we start addressing those issues specifically, one by one. Second thing is I'm going to put in position a team that goes out to audit anybody that has an organization specifically on dealing with the homeless. It's sad that we spent $22 billion, but yet we have 30,000 more homeless individuals on our street. So the only way we can get over that is by combating that by audits. And last but not least, we have to make sure that we can develop an aggressive plan and start going against these big corporations that are doing things in the name of homelessness, but yet we still are contributing to more homeless on our streets. Thank you again.
Yeah. Hey guys. So in 2018, I actually was homeless. And when I became homeless, I had a warehouse full of construction materials, and what I would do, I'd build little mobile homes with wheels, and I'd push them to everybody, and I was like, yeah, I'm solving homeless. And then I'd go check up on them the next day, and they were shooting heroin inside of it. And I was like, oh man, I just gave them a place to be comfortable, to get high. And then I was like, okay, so if this isn't gonna work, we've gotta come up with a radical plan. So I developed a plan in 2022, and I gave it to the mayor of San Bernardino, the mayor of Redlands, and the mayor of Banning, and they told me my plan was too radical. And what it was basically you have a team of people that go and you pull people out that just made a couple bad decisions, that just got stuck, and now everybody in society looks down upon them, and it's hard for them to get out because they stink and they don't want to get, people don't want iron and all that stuff. So you get them out of there. And then second thing you do, you set up a perimeter, and you set up beds and cots, and you turn it into a mental health wellness program where they go, they stay there, you get them yoga practice and all kinds of nutrition, you start healing them. And since it's a mental health issue, I used to work for AMR, and if a person couldn't give us a specific answers to questions, you could deem them as 50/50 and take them in and do whatever. So first of all, you got to get the ones out and get them help that want to get help, and then second of all, you got to set up a perimeter and put them in a space, because you can't have no drugs come in there. Because if you have drugs come in, it's going to continue to get worse. So when I would see them shooting up heroin in these houses, I would just observe everything, and then the drug dealers just come around on bicycles, give them their dope, and I was like, oh, okay, that's how you guys work, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys need somebody with experience, somebody that has been in the trenches and has seen everything. I know how it all works.
All right, thank you, Jim. So we're going to stay down here. Tim, Ryan, and Mark. Tim, you'll start us off. Agnes, go ahead and ask the question.
I hope you enjoyed it. To catch us on our next video. See you next time.